Hold on, everybody. On your patience.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. At their own 21-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tuck, what up? Hold on, Tuck. Hold on, Tuck. We'll talk right after the live stream. Right after this live stream, we'll talk, because I need to finish this stuff.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Just real quick, we need to talk about stuff, not about that.
To about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. A gain of 7. It's 4th down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. 6. Kansas City Chiefs. First down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mahomes going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown.
And his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Patton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
Now we got it.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Pushing through the contact. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Over the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Dorian Williams on the stop. A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And stacked a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Okay.
Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raiders offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Better finish this.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Patton will try and set up the screen to Genty.
Hold on.
To the 33-yard line. Here's Ryan Rico now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. They'll look to set up his blockers. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Halftime.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It all comes down to this. Week 18. All the playoff spots and playoff seedings will be locked up. Let's get into the highlights. Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The New York Football Giants at home to take on Carolina. And this is Jordan James. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints.
We're almost finished with this.
And it's the Browns
After I finish this
QB.
live stream, I can
This is going to end up a touchdown.
go to Minecraft.
The Browns finish at 5
I'm going back to
and
Minecraft.
12. Big changes forthcoming, but they do get the win here in Week 18.
Yeah, we're going back to Minecraft for this.
One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Bo Nix. He's on target to his tight end. That's Trey McBride for the score. The Cardinals finish off a disappointing 6-11 season, but they get the win in the finale. With that, a look here at the playoff picture in the NFC here in this final week of the regular season. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Off play action. Patton. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Once again, it's Genty. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now we'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun on 3rd down. Patton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Boy, as we look down in the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10, 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Edwards. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries.
No
This
more.
is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Patton. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Oh my God.
He is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. That'll be caught by Rice. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders is shaken up on that one. Here's third down and 4. They'll look to throw again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll try the right side with Harris. Down to the 42, second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now a second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Brings up a third down.
Mahomes to throw once more. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They hand this off to Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Chiefs 28. Raiders
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
brings up second and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll bring it up here right at the 40-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, third and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. That one caught by Rice. Now second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Patton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a third and 3. stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They'll go. Here's Gentry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On the give, this is Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Kansas City, the win for him is number 6 on the year. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe to Kevin YT. See you guys in the next live stream. Bye-bye.